All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Can I have a motion to call our meeting to order?
So moved?
So today we have Jennifer Hoffer has an excused absence, and so does Kent Vincent. Do we have to do a roll call today as well,
No?
since we're not doing Zoom? Oh, yes, we're all in person. Oh, it's so great. Well, welcome back, everybody. It's been a long 15 months.
Oh, it's so good to be back.
Very good, very good. So everybody has the minutes from our last meeting in front of them, if they could just take a look and review them. And if anybody has any questions or concerns, please bring them forth. If not, I need a motion to accept the minutes from our last meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Wonderful. All right, Patrice, what's going on with the newest members? There's all kind of exciting news coming from you today.
Lots of exciting
Yeah.
things. So we have purchased a scanning system, so that we put under the grant. So we're really in the throes of construction right now, so we haven't been able to actually set it up, but we've had all the training. And the My Senior Center staff has been lovely. We did a lot of remote stuff, and it's very, very easy to navigate. I mean, they've made it very simple. So for seniors to be able to scan in and push a button,
Yeah.
it's going to be wonderful.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And that will keep all our stats nice. So we bought that with the grant, and I submitted some office supplies, and we bought Jennifer a laptop because she's going to be doing outreach, and we do work a lot off hours, so it's a lot nicer for her to be able to have that. So I did that under the grant for outreach also, and the phone bill under the regular budget. That was pretty much it for my bills.
Okay, great. And we have a new member?
We do.
Who's our new member today?
I am Jean Dwinell.
Wonderful, welcome, Jean.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're very excited to have her.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome, Jane.
Thank you. I hope I can prove useful. When things are open, I definitely want to come down and spend some time in the center and really become familiar with how you've all been doing so much for so long and meet some of the people and maybe participate in some of the activities.
We will look forward to having her.
Yes, welcome.
I look forward to it. I think it's going to be something new and exciting for me to learn more about, which is something I try to do all the time.
Well, there's a lot of
A little
lovely
more
people.
about something I knew nothing about before.
Yep.
So I know a little bit about quite a few things, but not a whole lot about it.
I think that's like a lot of us.
Yeah. And you made a lot of friends there. People
Absolutely.
you never even knew you had in
Yeah.
town.
And thank you for volunteering.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, thank
It's a
you.
great place to hang out.
Yep.
It is.
I've been trying to get to learn more about the whole town. My mother was born and raised here. She was a Monroe. I don't know if anybody knows any Monroes, but my mother was a Monroe. And I just feel like this is where I belong.
And thank you for giving back. It's very nice. Thank you. Wonderful. All right, well,
Maybe one day I'll remember all your names.
Well, it's not hard for us because we're both Janets.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
can remember her.
So one last name I have to remember.
yeah.
I'm Janet, oh, you're Janet B.
All right, Patrice, do you want to go over the FY22 budget?
so everything was approved at the town meeting, so we were approved for our 15-hour week position. We haven't started looking yet. We still have Katie, who's per diem, and she's been intermittently coming back to help us out with the, all the construction and the packing and all of that. And she wants to continue to do that. I did ask her if she wanted to possibly do permanent. She's already trained, she's been there for years. And she was going to discuss with her husband and get back to me, so I don't have the answer to that as of yet. We figure we'll open and kind of ease back in, and then if she doesn't want that, then we'll put out for the 15-hour week position. So we were excited about that, so our whole budget was approved, no problem.
You talking about Jen?
No, Sandy retired,
Oh, yeah, I know.
so her position was open.
Yeah.
Jennifer was moved from 15 hours a week to 30. She'll be doing outreach.
So will she be sharing outreach with you now? Is that how it's going to, okay.
Yep, so that she'll assist with it. I'm in the middle of training her now, but we've had so many other things going on. If I have a client, I will oversee her doing a phone intake, and we actually have a client we actually have to see this week, so.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so I'm getting her familiar. She was a CNA for a lot of years,
Yeah.
so she's very well versed in home care, and so
I think
she's a great
really
fit.
good.
Oh, I
Oh,
think she's
yeah,
going to be
she's
wonderful.
terrific.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great,
so-
great.
Huge asset.
Yeah.
After 9 years of doing both, it's,
Yeah,
it was
even, has it been 9 years?
yeah, July 1st.
Oh my God, I feel old.
I've been here 20 years, July 1st.
How many years have I been here?
As long as I've been here, because I think
Oh.
you actually were on the board when I got
Oh,
hired.
back when I had brown hair, it was all good. Yeah, and I had it, yeah, hey. All right, moving on, I'm sorry.
So, anyway, all of that was approved at town meeting, so we'll be fully staffed, and it will feel nice when everybody gets back, which brings us to our next.
Yes, the grand opening.
So we ran into a problem with the floor. Of course, they removed all the tile, and when they removed the tile, there was this beautiful yesteryear hardwood floor under there. It was gorgeous. Unfortunately, it had 80,000 nails in it. It was very uneven, and it was ripped up in a lot of different spots. So it had to be covered over with a subfloor, which put us over budget for the floor, so I had to wait for approval for that, and then we had to order the plywood. And so that took a little while to come in, so we're a couple of weeks behind, and then they had to put the subfloor down, and then lay the other floor. Unfortunately, when they did the asbestos, they had to tape off everything and cordon everything off, and they ruined the paint so badly that Jim and Pam were down there for a couple of weeks spackling, because our walls didn't have, Jim, help me out here, they were like cardboard, they didn't have plaster on them. The osteo
It
room,
was just sheet rock.
just sheetrock.
Oh, yeah, so they didn't.
So it was
skim
like,
coat
they
it.
peeled it off, and it was like cardboard, and they used really heavy tape. The only blessing that we received when they did that was that they did not touch the mural. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
mural is 100% intact without a scratch on it. However, Jim and Pam had spent time painting the front office and the back office. Back office wasn't touched because there was no asbestos back there, and then they had a couple spots in the front office to touch up. But it's looking very nice. So they spackled everything, and I'm going to go down and get some more paint today. And it'll be all fresh when everybody comes in. So we've run into a lot of problems. They also broke the door
Oh, jeez.
with the plywood. When they were bringing it in, they cracked it. So not a problem. The glass company come out, it's been fixed. We needed to have the lettering changed anyway.
That's right.
Yes,
So
yes.
now we don't have to pay for that, and Ms. Hannafurno is going to be doing the lettering. So everything is brand new down there,
Oh,
literally.
Can't wait.
So the flooring looks spectacular. The room looks huge. My mother has been working with me this week, so it's very senior-friendly, she says. So when you're walking on it, it's not slippery. You don't get caught up in it. It's very smooth. It's going to be amazing for Zumba, for dancing, just for walkers or wheelchairs. It's spectacular. The carpet in the osteo room is done. The carpet in the front office is done. So Jennifer and I spent yesterday moving everything now back to the front of the center, because everything had to be moved back. And last night, the highway guys went down and moved all the pianos. So everything is now just kind of stuck in the main room, because we don't want to put anything back until it gets painted.
All right.
And they were supposed to do the hallway last night and the conference room. So now we have to empty out the closet, because the closet's being done and the kitchen floor. So we're just kind of doing it as they do it. So it really does look lovely.
Oh, I
Very,
can't wait to see
very
it.
bright. We went with really, really neutral colors, light beige, pretty much, because it's a basement. So now it looks really bright in there.
Yeah.
Jennifer washed all the windows yesterday and put all the curtains back up, so that was progress. And my mother put the flower boxes back together. So it's starting to look like something.
Like
And
home.
we finally, after, I think it's been, we packed up the first or second week in May. We didn't know we were going to be a couple weeks behind. So we finally have computers, a fax machine, and a printer, because it's been horrible trying to work without just the basic necessities. So thanks to our town clerk, who has been doing all of my bills and processing everything, because I haven't had the means to do so.
wow.
We've been able to stay on track.
So have you got the lights on over the restrooms to show that somebody's in there? You said,
Nope, so Representative McKenna earmarked $25,000. So that is going to be used to put the automatic doors in, and probably a light that says whether somebody's in there or not. Maybe a call light, just in case somebody's in there and needs help. So that money has been earmarked for that, and if we have any left over, we're going to take the conference room. We have cabinets in there already. We're going to take the whole wall up against the closet and put cabinets in there to match, and then we'll have more storage. Storage is a huge issue. And like I said, the paint closet is where we're keeping all of our decorations too. I don't like to be in that closet because they do the reverse glass painting, and you don't want to break somebody's glass.
Right.
You know, it's a lot of work for them to do it, and I get very nervous going in there, taking out stuff here and there. So we're hoping to let her be able to have that whole closet just for that. So if we put the cabinets in with the money, it's used for improvements or anything we need. We do need more storage.
Yeah, oh,
So, and
definitely.
it wouldn't take any space away from anything in the conference room because they'd be right up against that wall. So
Now, we still have to do all the exercises in the beginning in the main room?
I'm not sure yet because we're going to have a welcome back on June 21st because we are behind with everything. So we decided we're not going to try to rush to get everything done by Monday. It's going to be impossible because I don't know when they're going to finish the carpet. They still have to do the back, the stairs, and so we're going to do the 21st. And we're going to have a welcome back. Anybody can come in and out, you know, like a little open house, get your scan cards. And then on Tuesday, we're going to be starting our programs. I'm just going to run it by the town manager to make sure that he's okay with us having Zumba in the main room. The class size isn't tremendous, and I think we'll really be able to space out, especially with the floor now. Before, we had spots that we didn't want anybody in because of the carpet, but now they can pretty much go anywhere. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to use the smaller rooms, but I'm thinking pretty much we can because everything's open.
Yeah.
So I bought air purification systems last year. I bought two. I bought two more. So there's one in every room. It's a UV light with a purification, and they actually really work because in the summertime down there, you know how damp it gets.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, without the carpet and with these, nothing. Yeah,
Now, we still can't take any food in?
I'm not sure.
Because I won't be able to do
Yeah,
knitting if
yeah,
I can't,
yeah.
because I can't go from one to the other.
You can bring food in now. We're not going to be having
Oh,
food yet.
okay, so I could bring a light lunch.
You can bring a sandwich.
Oh,
in.
okay.
We're still, from listening to the selectmen meetings, they still would like to practice social distancing measures. We are requesting that anybody who is not vaccinated wears a mask when they come in the center, but can't force it because we
Yeah.
don't know who has been and who has not been.
So will you still be doing temperature checks as well, or are you going
Nope.
to just, okay?
Nope.
Have they given any proposals of time that they would like to keep the mask going? Or just wait to see how things go?
That's the state and the CDC saying if you're not vaccinated to wear a mask. That's all we're able to do too. We're not.
I thought you
Yeah, we
said
can't
the
require it.
town wanted them to.
Yeah, I don't think you
Oh, the
can,
social distancing.
Social distancing measures still. So we're not going to have 8 people at a table, you know, and we can space out, you know. So, and hopefully, maybe, I mean, if the numbers in town tick up, then we'll be, you know, we'll obviously be the first to know. So if they tick up, then we might have to tweak things a little bit. You know, with the kids out of school and with all the seniors, pretty much 99.9% of you are vaccinated. This I
Yes.
do know,
Oh,
because we
yeah.
put in, 500 or 600 people. And I've worked the clinic, and you can see people coming in and out. So, you know, I know there's a few that have chosen not to, or maybe they can't, but, you know, everybody's still welcome at the center, so.
Yep.
And, you know, it's up to them. I will still wear a mask when I'm at the center, just because
Yeah.
being around people, that's
yeah,
what
that's
I'm
your,
choosing. that's what I
exactly, it's
choose
your
to do.
personal choice.
Yep,
Anybody
it's a
that wants to
personal
wear a
choice.
mask can
Yeah.
absolutely wear one. That's
Yep,
up to
and
them.
we have thousands upon thousands, so if anybody wants them, they'll be readily available. We have plenty of sanitizer. Grafton, I'm not sure who it was, had ordered wipes, and they got pallets and pallets of them. So Adam, our maintenance manager, went down and got us cases and cases and cases of them. So we have plenty of cleaning supplies. I'm going to see if the cleaning man is actually retiring fully as of June 30th. So they're hiring an outside company to come in. It's going to be very minimal, just like once or twice a week to take our trash and vacuum or something. Ron Dumont is going to be on the tax work-off. He will clean, do the kitchen floor, he'll do the bathrooms for a tax work-off. If any of the seniors want to wash a floor or wipe anything down at the end of the day, everything will still be wiped down like we always did, after every group. So what I think I'll do is, if the osteo room is open, or anything, we will put wipes around, and when you get up out of your chair, just like being at a gym, you'll just wipe down your own chair. That way they're
That's good.
You know, we're not trying to decide if that chair was used, if that one was used, that one was used. We ordered a UV light, and that will be used for all the bingo cards. It's just a little light that you put over it. We're going to do that. You know, Pam pretty much gives everybody the paint for their classes, so. And, you know, we'll do a clean and dirty pen can and just try to keep everything as aesthetically clean as we can. And then we'll see what the fall brings.
Now, are they signing up already for bingo?
Oh, yeah, we've had a lot of people call to sign up for everything. Yep, yep, and everything's going back. We're going to be doing cards, we're going to be doing mahjong, and yoga is going to be on Thursday mornings. Gloria will be back. We will be open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 3 now. And on Fridays, it'll be 9 to noon, which will probably just be the osteo group, but if somebody wanted to come in and play cards on Friday morning, that's okay too.
Now, are you still going to have the tables, the knitting and all that?
We are not going to put out the Sunshine Club table yet.
Okay.
Yep, we won't be doing that. Probably, hopefully over the summer. When we get back to doing entertainment or communal meals, then we can have that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yep, so we're just, like I said, we're just kind of winging it. We're going to open and just kind of get everybody back and try to get rid of all the PTSD we have from the last year and try to go back to some kind of normal. And it might take a little bit to get us all
Yeah.
back to normal.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even Jen said, I don't even remember what my normal job was. Just even sitting at my computer yesterday and doing stuff, I was like, wow, because we've just been everywhere all year.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a new place and a new everything.
So exciting.
How is everybody finding out about the schedule? Is there a new newsletter going out with the calendar in it?
Yep, so Katie is actually working right now. She is making flyers that are going to go on our bulletin board. I advertised on Dynamic Douglas and on our Facebook yesterday, just saying that we're having an open house on the 21st, and we're opening fully on the 22nd. We are going to put up bright flyers on both sides of the board, so it will say Zumba Tuesdays at 10, Yoga Thursdays at 10, Bingo is this day. So we're going to put all of our stuff there, just for June. Our next newsletter is going to be going out the last week of June, so that will have everything in it. And we've had a lot of people that I don't even know that have called to sign up for different things.
Awesome.
Yeah, so people that have newly retired, maybe seniors that decided
Yes.
to retire during Zumba, that maybe wouldn't, during COVID, that wouldn't have, you know, and other people that just want to get out, or they could be working from home and they might have an hour to come down and take a class.
Now,
So-
we're going to be working on the bulletin down the south center.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep, everything is going to go back to our new normal, which will be, we're just going to go with whatever changes as it changes. But I don't anticipate that we will be shut down again. I can't anticipate that happening
No.
for anything. If we had to do smaller groups, or if we had to, you know, do different stuff, we can
Yeah.
adapt, but I can't imagine.
We're
that
not,
gonna
we're
happen.
not going backwards.
No. So,
Patrice, you said you had to check with the town manager about Zumba?
I like to keep him in the loop only because a lot of the senior centers are doing their high-impact exercise outside. Zumba is not, it's a high-impact kind of exercise. So I just want to run it by him just because, you know, he's on the emergency committee and just to see what his thoughts are and just to make sure that he's okay with the Zumba. Yoga and osteo, yeah, they don't take a whole lot of, but Zumba, you're pretty active.
Do we have more people sign up for the osteo? You know,
All of our regular people have signed back up.
have they?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's anxious to get back to that. As you know yourself, people have physically failed. Thankfully, we had it on the TV, and if people were vigilant about doing it, I know you guys had your buddy system. But when you don't do things for a long period of time,
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I
so-
forgot what everything was called.
right?
I'm now getting used to it.
Right, and you were doing it for 20 years before.
Yes.
So, like I said, I think I would say by mid-July, everybody will feel back to normal and mentally and physically be back to where we left off 15 months ago, is, even for myself and for the staff, is our goal, so,
Well, on cable, it went to 11 o'clock,
Yeah.
10 o'clock,
right.
because I missed it a couple of times, and then I just waited, and I saw him on talking,
Yeah,
and then I said, oh, let me try 11.
Yeah.
Try to let
Yeah.
someone know that it's on 11, it's not
Yeah.
10.
oh, they've been terrific. Cable has been
Yeah.
amazing to work with. Every single solitary thing, we pretty much owned that station the last 15 months. And putting fun programs on too that we had had previously, which was nice, so I think they did a great job trying, and making us DVDs for anybody who needed them at home that didn't have cable or didn't have internet access. So, yeah.
That was good exposure to the community.
Yes.
So that may generate quite a bit of interest. in what-
That is true. I mean, I do think, people do think knitting and bingo at a senior center, but it's so much more than that. Well, at a social center for adults.
Yes, it is, yes.
And
So-
the exercise was on like twice a day.
Yeah.
When it was on like Monday, it would have been then on again in the afternoon.
Right.
So it wasn't just that it was in the morning, it was on the afternoon.
Well, and who knows how many people were doing that at home,
Right.
Yeah.
that might want to join in person. So I think we'll have a lot of new membership. So next week, we'll be doing our last training for the scanning system, and then we're going to have, everybody's name will be, you'll be in an envelope, and you'll get your scanning card, and we'll run by everything. That's why we wanted to do the kind of Monday, let's start with just a little welcome, come on in, get your card, we'll show you how everything works. And so,
You're still going to have serve coffee?
I'm not 100% sure about that yet. I'm not sure about any of the communal things. Yeah, I think people are going to be bringing their own thing in. I'm going to see if the Sunshine Club, we did buy some of the little waters. We had a small refrigerator back in the day. Remember the little fridge? And it was in the back office.
Yeah.
So everybody had access to the big fridge. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to put the little fridge out in the main room and put little waters in it, maybe see if the Sunshine Club wants to sponsor water for a little while, since we won't be able to have the pictures, in case anybody forgets their water, or they end up
Yeah.
staying for an extra activity, and,
I think food-related activities, probably in the next month or so.
Yep,
will be
I'm thinking
open.
July.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
we're
And as
far
soon as
cry
we can
from
have
where we
food,
are.
we will.
Or, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yep.
Pam, on the Sunshine Club, are there any thoughts of resuming trips or anything in the
Well,
future?
we have to have a meeting.
Okay,
So now that we're open, we'll schedule a meeting for July.
okay, good.
So we'll definitely look at trips. Definitely,
Yeah.
Colette is calling me to organize a trip, and
Good.
so we'll see.
You were all refunded from your last trip,
Yes,
or was
we
it,
were.
it wasn't rescheduled? No, you just refunded.
Yeah, so Portugal went down the tubes, so
Yeah.
we'll look at that again. But yeah, it was all refunded.
And that was April last year?
That was going to be April last year.
Yeah.
You had some thoughts about, Patrice was giving the hours that they're going to be open. What were you thinking about the painting?
Well, since we're not doing evening class, then have a morning right through an afternoon class, like from 10 to 2 or something.
Because I think you mentioned once about having an afternoon class. And
Because, as opposed to the evening, well, we were going to do that because of the social distancing. Now that we can have more people in than we thought, 2 months ago,
Yeah.
things are always going to be changing. So she can have the whole day if people want to come in the afternoon, or if you get your whole class back and they're just there for the morning, then,
Yeah, we'll
You'll
see what
gauge it.
they want when they start to show up.
Yep.
But yeah, just do like a right through 10 to 2.
yeah,
They can bring a lunch, or they can leave, or whatever they want to do.
yep.
we should make note of the fact that that evening class, it grew. I was surprised how many seniors in town were looking for something to do in the evening, because there's very little for them. And I'd go down there and to help out, and I couldn't get over how many were there. And some of them, that's the only choice they had.
Right.
They could only go in the evening.
Right.
So if they ask me about the evening class, if they can't come during the day, can I say, we'll be looking into it, maybe towards,
Moving forward, I would say probably
it's
the
not
end of...
been totally taken off the
Yep.
board, it's just wait.
For
and
now,
see.
yep. At this point, for now, I think that staff should always be in the building, just because we're just opening and it's,
Right.
things could change, I don't know.
Got
You
it.
know what I mean? So,
I'll tell them that's
Yep.
on the wait list.
and as things move forward, I mean, like you said, things can only look up. So as we're looking at what's happened since Memorial Day and then 4th of July, and you're looking at cases being so low, if that trend continues, then everything's just going to continue. So hoping by, July, we'll be able to gauge it a little bit more. Now it's just getting open and trying to get everybody back and reacclimated to their regular programs, and then we'll start introducing things as we can. Yep.
Now, what are the hours again?
9 to 3, Monday through Thursday,
Yeah.
That will allow for like the Mahjong class that like to be in the afternoon because they were already there for something else and they were continuing on. All of our schedule has gone back exactly the same with the exception of Zumba and yoga are now at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
So, which Alex will be happy about that, I'm sure.
Starting at 10 now.
Yes. So I'm,
10 o'clock yoga.
we started that with
Fridays.
Gloria because Gloria has now been called back from every senior center and the teacher, as people were calling her, I wanted to keep it pretty much the same. So we had first dibs. We were one of the first people that called her back. So we aren't going to be having Tai Chi because Linda has moved to like Montana or somewhere. If I can find another Tai Chi teacher, because we did have quite a few people that enjoy Tai Chi.
There's one that goes to Whitensville, one that teaches in Whitensville.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name, though.
He teaches something too, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
so-
a man.
Yeah.
And Fridays we're going to be what?
Osteo,
I know, but open till
9 to
Noon.
2.
9 to noon.
9 to
Noon. Noon.
Oh, noon,
1.
noon,
12.
noon.
Noon.
One or noon.
Anyway.
And the new hours will be on the door also.
Yeah.
And that gives us also the opportunity, once everybody is used to being around on a Friday, if we wanted to do an activity on a Friday, we could. You know, because sometimes, like, if Pam's going to be using the main room on Mondays, you know, then that room stays set up. So we don't do anything really on a Monday for a big program. Tuesday and Thursday, bingo doesn't really like to have a program during their activity, you know, because then they can't do bingo after, or sometimes they can put in a small game. So we try to do most of our activities on Wednesday, and that could be hard for somebody who goes to something somewhere else. I don't like to segregate just one day for something big. And we do have, you know, we did get the Cultural Council grant money, and so, you know,
No, our exercises will be starting at 10 instead of 9 on Monday and Wednesday.
I don't, what did you start before, 9:30? Oh, you were on 10. You guys were 10 to 11:30.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, everything.
everything is back to the exact
okay,
same time slot,
okay.
except for Zumba was starting at 9:30 and so was yoga.
Yeah.
And now those are both starting at 10.
Yeah,
Yep,
Don't have to worry about that.
yep.
I can handle that.
All right. Any other business anyone wants to bring up today?
Do want to bring up that, I don't have the exact figure, I'm just going to mention it, and then I'll put it in the agenda for the next meeting, because I just got wind of this. Of course, we're over budget now because of the subfloor. Not by much, by a few $1,000s. So we will be using the leftover money from the Sunshine Club was put towards the flooring program, what was left over from the AC. That was put into that gift account, so that was put in to make anything that needed to be changed at the senior center for improvements or whatever. So I don't remember how much was left in there from the air conditioning, but it has to be used because it was donated for the purpose of something being done there. So the rest of that money will be used, and then there'll be a little bit of money coming out of our gift account, which we have plenty just to be able to offset the extra couple of $1,000s it cost. So that was all I had.
Anybody else? All right, should we pick our next meeting date?
Yes.
Let's see what we got here. All right, July. So we have July 6th, July 13th.
I think Christine is away.
vacation.
Yeah, it's a
Stay
tough
away.
month. The 20th, 27th, they're all Tuesdays.
I'm away the 20th, I won't be here.
All right, I can't do the week of the 6th.
She can't either. Is
yeah,
there-
so-
What about the following week, the
The
13th?
13th, you got Tuesday, the 13th of
Yep.
July?
The Tuesday.
Okay, so
At the center.
at the center, yeah.
Yes. Oh, I like these chairs here.
I know.
All right, so our next meeting will be Tuesday, July 13th at 9 a.m. at the Senior Center, or the Social Center, should I say. Social.
It's very hard. Even when I was calling people back, I kept saying, hi, it's Patrice from the senior center, because if they've never been there,
Right.
then they didn't realize that the
Yeah.
selectmen do it too. They're like, nope, social center, seniors, you know.
It'll take
I
some of the
still
older
call it
people
the
time to
senior
change.
center.
Yeah.
All right, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Yeah, I
Wonderful.
second it.
Thank you. Everybody have a wonderful day.
Thank you.